Hi there. Coach Corey here. Mooresville Ripfest Diving Club, Mooresville High School, Mooresville Middle School coach. I am just here as the high school season for the 2024-25 school year is rapidly approaching. For some of you, you might already be in season depending on what region of the country you're in. But for this region, at least in Indiana, our ladies start the last week of October. So right now, it is the last week of August. September, October. That's 2 months out from regular official training. So, good question to ask yourself. Where am I right now? That would include how many days or how many hours you're spending on the board each week. That would include how much time you're spending with your relaxation, visual imagery training, any of those extra things that you're doing. That would include goal setting, annual goal setting, weekly goal setting, those types of things. But you have to map that out correctly from the end of the season goal, where you want to be at the championship part of the season, all the way up until that first week. And you can even back that up till now. Are you doing any conditioning extra? At our high school, we have after-school conditioning 5 days a week for 1 hour. And that is open to all of our athletes. And that hopefully my athletes will take advantage of that opportunity since we are in off-season right now, especially if they are not a dual-sport athlete or a tri-sport athlete. So, where are your dives? Number one, are you on the boards? If you're not on the boards, number one goal is to figure out a way to get back on the boards in some amount or in some fashion. Modeling and doing any of your specific dry land drills, conditioning drills, dive specific at home on land are going to be helping you to get your muscles and your brain back in gear for that season. If you are on the boards, like you should be on the boards throughout the year, then voluntaries should be pretty consistent at this point in time, and of course they should be set for the season. The only one that may have an issue with some of you is going to be that twister. You want to push that twister to get to your head. Remember, your back 1.5 with a pike voluntary list gives you that 9.0 for the state of Indiana. You max out at 9.0 with the back 1.5, inward dive pike, reverse dive pike, back dive pike, front 1.5 pike. That's that 9.0. Just like a gymnast going into the floor. We all watch the Olympics. You know when Simone Biles walks out there and her degree of difficulty is higher than everybody else, she can make more mistakes. Remember that. We don't want to make mistakes, but it's important to have the right dives and to be able to max out all possible scoring opportunities. Remember, if you can win the round, if you can win the category, you win the meet, and you don't have to do your last dive. You can cannonball if you want to. So voluntary should be pretty static. You should be doing regular lead-ups. If you haven't been competing your optionals that you had at the end of last season, that is okay. Lead-ups should be looking pretty good. And hopefully by the beginning of the season, first couple weeks, you've gotten those optionals, at least from last year, back off, feeling comfortable with those. Because at that point in time, first week of season, you need to be resetting goals and then getting started backing up and fixing things that are not going according to plan early on. Don't try to jump the gun and start getting those goal dives right off the bat. Okay? Make sure that you are fine-tuning all of those motor movements. Okay? Lots of dry land in the first couple weeks. Get through a lot of repetition of those movement patterns. And of course, work on some of that core strength, shoulder flexibility, hamstring flexibility, and quad strength. Okay? Want strong legs. Legs are 75 to 80% of all of the force rotation we're going to get. Our arms are going to assist with about 20%. So we want to have strong legs. We want to have flexible shoulders. All right? Optionals. Hopefully, if you have been on the boards and have been on the boards regularly, you should be doing your voluntaries very consistently, 6.5 to 7.5. And your optionals should be consistent from last year, and you should already be building up your new optionals for those goal dives for the end of the champion or end of the season for that championship list. Other than that, looking into it, if you have any opportunities, you need to make sure that you're looking for clubs around you. Anytime you have one of those club opportunities, try to reach out to some other people in the diving community. Check on those clubs and make sure that it's going to be a good fit for you. I know that they are few and far between to find. So if you do find one, it may be the only one that you can get. So make sure that you're also using the internet, watching lots of diving videos. I try to put some educational videos out there, but of course I don't know everything and never will. But I'm always eager to learn more. So I'm a lifelong learner, and I want to absorb as much as I can. And when I absorb it, I want to do something with it. So that means sitting on it ain't going to help me out any. I like to share that information. So 2024, 2025, if you haven't got there yet, you need to get there. You need to get those goals set. You need to start getting in shape now. And that includes not just physically, but